This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Member of Parliament for Anglerston and Transport and Aviation Minister Glenys Hanna-Martin recently led a delegation to the 59th Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Conference in South Africa. It was held under the theme, Deepening the Commonwealth's Commitment to Democratic Governance.
Minister Hanna-Martin is the Caribbean, Americas and Atlantic region representative on the International Steering Committee of the Commonwealth Women's Parliamentarians. It is expected that Minister Hanna-Martin will host a meeting of regional women parliamentarians in Nassau later this year. Member of Parliament for Garden Hills and Speaker of the House, the Honorable Dr. Kendall Major, attended the CPA's Executive Committee meetings, while Parliamentary Clerk Maurice Tynes attended the meetings of the Society of Clerks at the Table. The next CPA conference will be held in Cameroon in 2014.
The launch of Youth Month is just hours away, but today officials from the Ministry of Youth kicked off the month of activities with a Youth Opportunities Fair at the heart of the Town Center Mall. Job seekers participated in interviews and were taught about proper work etiquette. Director of Youth Darren Turnquest said he wasn't only pleased with the turnout by prospective employers, but with job seekers as well. And recent graduate Adam Hanna said the job fair proved beneficial.
We had a number of young people that came. I had a conversation with one of the business houses who said, you know, there's at least 10 young people that they think they're going to hire after their meeting with them. We had about 18 companies here, 3 companies that sent representation through our ministry to collect resumes and cover letters and to give out their information, which was good. We had John Bull here, which was extremely good.
I've found a few that I've been interested in, and I've signed up for one, and I'm carrying a few applications home as well.
Now, Human Resource Director with the Nassau Airport Development Company, Cyan Bevins, said a number of job seekers turned out today, and she was pleased with that, while volunteer with Volunteer Bahamas, Crystal Ferguson of Mount Ararat Baptist Church, said she just wanted to play a part in the activities.
Of them, because they were new out of high school, are really just looking for an opportunity to start working and then build their careers from there. What we would do would be to log all of the resumes and the applications that we receive. Then we would go through them, acknowledge receipt, and from there we would see what vacancies would become available.
I don't know why they're not getting assistance on how to market themselves once they leave school, but they're lacking there. A lot of them are really timid and afraid to speak out and promote themselves. So confidence to me was a bit lacking. And so, any other volunteers out there who feel that they can assist our youth in finding themselves and putting them on a career path, this is the type venue you need to lend yourself to.
Well, today is being celebrated as Caribbean Youth Day, and the Bahamas National Youth Council joins the region in congratulating youth actively involved in the governance of their country. The Youth Council applauds the efforts of all young people who are continuing to ensure that youth are included in the corridors of power and positive change. The National Youth Council group vows to partner with our Caribbean counterparts by promoting effective change and advocacy through creativity and passion.
Well, they've been playing harmonious tunes and serving as ambassadors to the Bahamas for more than a century. And today, members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band retraced their footsteps during a special exhibition at the Mall at Marathon. Band director Superintendent Ronald Campbell told us he's pleased that Bahamians are still supporting the band after all these years.
I don't think that the country is quite aware of what we do and how we do what we do. The exhibition this morning was to educate the public in the places we have gone, what we sell when we go, and how we get where we go. So this is the first exhibition that was ever held.
Now, Superintendent Campbell says battling the bands and fighting crime remain a challenge, but they've managed to juggle both tasks.
First and foremost, we are police officers. You saw 3 weeks ago we were called to rest our instruments down and to go to the front line. So it's always a challenge, especially during this time. So we try to balance the two. We realize how important crime is to our country, we being a touristic nation. And we also realize how important what we do. During the 3 weeks since we've been on 12 hours, we had funerals. That of course, you can't postpone a funeral. So we had to gather the troops together, come in, do the funeral, and then go back to the beach. So it's
Well, still to come, temperatures rise as a heat wave moves through.
And Canadian journalists taking in the beauty of the Exumas. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. The Bahamas Development Bank has a new managing director, and Chief Executive Officer Orinthia Komalafi's appointment is timely as government refocuses and repositions the mandate of the bank by broadening its range of activities beyond its primary purpose of extending debt financing to small business owners. The goal, she said, is to be more efficient and responsive to the needs of the bank's clients by adding much needed value in the form of business support, in addition to ensuring the bank contributes positively to the nation's development. Visitors from Carnival Cruise Lines and various hotels on Grand Bahama have been enticed by tours at Bahamian Brewery and Beverage, giving a much-needed boost to tourism activities in Grand Bahama. The brewery tour provides an alternative to the more common excursions because visitors get the opportunity to see how Sans beer products are made, the bottling process, plus see how the beer is fermented, stored, and cooled. On a slow day, the brewery tour sees about 20 visitors, and on a busy day, up to 70, providing a truly Bahamian experience. The final and most popular part of the tour is beer tasting, where customers get a chance to sip a Sans and try any of the other beer at the brewery. In international business news, shares in New York are trading lower as the prospect of a shutdown of some U.S. government activity looks increasingly likely. The Dow Jones and S&P 500 both fell 1% shortly after they opened, but then recovered some lost ground. The U.S. needs to agree on a new spending bill before the financial year ends at midnight on Monday. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimmy.